Alrighty, hello guys. Today I wanted to show you a tutorial on how to make sinkholes. Here's my example sinkhole. It's just a mechanic I might be using in an upcoming map where, like, you step on it, you fall into the sinkhole. But it's not really. It doesn't really look too great. But the sinkhole does look pretty good. As you can see, it's pretty basic, and you also need to have this on a water map unless you just want to place water down, because there is water at the bottom of the sinkholes. I bet if you go to the sinkhole right now, you'll literally find water at the bottom of it. But anyways, then you have to have this done and stuff. So first, I'm gonna grab all the props that you need to use. So. Oh, let me do that really quick. So these can all be found in the terrain galleries. This is chapter 1 terrain because, well, chapter 2 terrain won't work with this. Because chapter 2 terrain is like different than most terrains. Sorry. So you can all be found in the terrain gallery. There's 3 of them in like the. So you can find these in the Brown Cliff Grass Gallery and the Brown Cliff Cave Gallery. So yeah. So first you want to take this piece, which is and then you want to line it up with your water. So actually, I'm gonna use this as a base. But basically, you want to try to get it. You want to get it. You want to get like 2.05. I'm just gonna use this as like a base from like the water. But I'm just gonna use this as like a base because it would be easier. Or you could lower it a little bit. You could do whatever you really want with it. But I would recommend lining it up. I would say like this. You place one in the water, then you place 2 up, and that's what you should line it up like. Sinkholes aren't that deep, alright? So then you just want to grab this. I would recommend using Grid Snap 32. And you want to basically line it up with this. And once you have it lined up, then you want to create a circle. Try not to make it too big. Like that one over there is a little bit too big. But for this tutorial, I'm kind of like rushing it. But if you really take your time on it, it should look really good. But you need to size this up all the way. By the way, too. So pretty much you just want to create like a circle. Pretty basic circle. No, that's a bit too small. So pretty much the main point is you're supposed to create like a circle. Don't make it too big though, like I just did. Like I would expand out a little bit. And you don't really need that top piece either, like that one piece. But I'll show you what you could make with that mechanic over there. I'm still working on it. So, anyways, then you want to grab this piece. And you want to try the. Okay, that's not enough because sometimes the water. I would say somewhere like around. Here 10 should be alright for the tutorial. I would make it maybe a little lower, but yeah, that's all right. Okay, so anyway, like you don't get to like the point where you can like swim and stuff. Anyways, you could do this anyway. I just use this piece, but actually I might use a different piece. I'm gonna use this piece for the tutorial. Where is it at? I'm gonna use this piece for the tutorial, but you could really use that piece if you want to. This could also be found on the bottom cliff gallery. But anyways, you want to kind of like slant this piece. Now you don't have to follow this step if you really want to make the player trapped in a sinkhole. But it's a pretty important step, so. I may have to actually size this piece up a little bit. Hold on. So you want to like size it up, you know, try to find like a length that's pretty good. That's not good. And you just want to like merge it with like the train that you just made. That's what I'm doing right now. And it's looking pretty good. So, for the tutorial at least, you want to take your time on it, obviously. It's not going to take as long as I'm taking to make it. But, you want to just, like, I'm just going to, like, okay, you shouldn't make it that close. Ugh. But you got to, like, expand it out a little bit. Like, not make it as big. Just like try to like find the size. It's good. And then you want to make it go until it like reaches the surface. And then this is optional, but if you want to create a mechanic, this is basically your basic sinkhole. You could put items in it too, I guess. Like, I don't know, maybe it was at like a farmhouse, or maybe this like tractor fell into it or something. You know, you could put many sorts of like props and stuff too into it, because sinkholes aren't just gonna like, you know, sinkholes aren't just gonna like happen in like some flat areas. I mean, it can. And I don't think sinkholes mainly do that though, they mostly. I don't know why I'm taking my time on this. Okay, it basically looks like maybe like maybe some hay fell in. Oh, I didn't even have to do that. What am I? Maybe some like hay fell in here. I don't know. Just like experiment with different things. But okay, next you're gonna take this piece and you're going to place it with grid snap 32. And you want to find the correct, like where there's not really gonna be. You could try like resizing the height. I'm not gonna spend a lot of time on it 'cause it's tutorial, but basically it. It might take 2 pieces. It should take a couple pieces, so it's fully covered. But you could also do that with it, making it seem like, oh hey, the sinkhole hasn't really happened yet, but will happen. And quick tip, whenever you're creating, like over here, you want to take this piece, whatever, if you're using like a staircase like this, you want to take that piece and try to like fill it in. Or like just like any piece in general. And just try to fill it in so that way it makes it look good. Now I won't show you how to make the mechanics, I'm not done with it, but I would show you if I was. But yeah, that's pretty much like your basic sinkhole. Maybe you could like place some like simple terrain around it. I don't know. Man. Maybe you just want to place some like terrain around it, make it like a sinkhole that just like happened. I don't know. I mean, I'm just placing some terrain around it because why not? You can see that I put some terrain around it. You know, you can make it look nice. You could even add like the smoke particles if you want. You know, because some of them could be like smoking. Wait, where is it? Oh, I forget where it's at. It's in particle. Okay, there you go. So maybe you want to add some like particles. Maybe some like smoke. In the area. Since you know the sinkholes have like smoke around them. And you want to add some like pipes and stuff and like other stuff obviously. But this is just like a pretty basic sinkhole. So I hope you guys enjoyed this video. And yeah.